Morning, everybody. It's time for Dark Souls 3 blind playthrough number 4. This is a Sunday morning, 8:18, and you're gonna share an hour and a half of me trying to push through Dark Souls 3. Notable things that we just completed were we beat Vort of the Boreal Valley. We also found Loretta's Bone. And we've made our way to the Undead Settlement. And we've also joined the Covenant, the Way of Blue. So that's going to be helpful, I think, if we get invaded. Huh.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these. Farewell, Ashen One.
What needs, Smith? Pretty be careful.
So basically we're going to head back to the Undead Settlement. We're going to go back to the area where we found Loretta's Bone. And we're going to try to proceed from there. There was a mass of hostiles, if I recall, and that's one of the reasons why I went back to the Firelink Shrine, because I was like, we'll save this for the next stream, because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm suspecting the worst. Like, they all aggro me, and I guess I get swarmed, worst case. Yeah, right here. Look at all this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe even 11. At least 10 plus guys down there. Potentially all aggro at the same time. Great stuff. This game has a way of keeping it on the edge of your seat, man. Got a worker hat. See, that's better than what I have. Hat worn by inhabitants of the Undead Settlement. Official attire for the desertion of and burial of undead. Naturally, the ceremonial significance of such work is long forgotten. Indeed, no one could continue to entertain such horrors. I don't have any... You know, I never really noticed that I don't have any protection for my arms. That's interesting. I might as well equip this ring now because Grey Rat officially gave it to us as a gift after, you know, hearing of Loretta's fate. Increases damage absorption when HP is low. Walk around the perimeter here. I've got an idea. Call me crazy. Well, actually my original idea was to throw a firebomb in those barrels and create an explosion, but now that I think about it, I could use the alluring skull. A skull resplendent in the scent of souls, prepared by Evangelist of the Cathedral of the Deep. Throw to shatter, spreading souls which attract enemies, not effective for all foes. We're going to try something here. We're going to throw the skull into the barrels, and then we're going to follow it up with a firebomb. What do you think? It's worth a shot, right? Well, that didn't work. That worked. Soul of an unknown traveler. What in the world is that? trying to parry to a cost. I was failing at it. An Estus shard. That's very useful. Honestly. The more Estus, the better. And I'm out of Estus. An Emba. Looks like I got some choices to make. Let's summarize them. First choice, get some Estus. 'Cause I'm out. But in reality, choices as to where to go next. I go this way across the bridge to that decrepit tower. I can pursue, well, I can go down here, which pretty much leads to the same area. From the tree that's on fire, we could go down here. Down there. Or we could proceed through there. And I mean like that mine shaft looking area. Or we can proceed down there. And I think I'm going to take this path here. To the lone tower. The decrepit tower. Better yet, we'll go back to get some Estus and use this Estus shard. Remove the skull, keep the fire bombs even useful. Maybe even the throwing knives. Black charcoal, like pine resin, temporarily applies fire to right-hand weapon, used in the undead settlement to preserve undead bodies after dissection and to bury them. You know what? I just realized why I wasn't able to see any summon signs. I haven't been using the embers. Man, I don't know where my mind is. And I also need to... I'm not using the buckler anymore. I'm using the east-west shield. I'm using a rapid-fire short bow. And... I've got crossbow bolts, so I need to put a crossbow in it. Well, a knight's crossbow is too heavy. But I might need to see if I can pick up a like a light crossbow from a vendor. Okay, what is that? Okay. I was like, wait a second, I should burn the Estus shard, but I just remembered I have to go back to Firelink Shrine and give the Estus shard to Andre and Stora.
Well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
Reinforce Estus.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
I'm gonna use some souls here, and I'm gonna check with this merchant to see if there's an armor piece I can put on the to protect the hands.
Well, how may I be of service?
She does have more arrows. She has leather gauntlets too. Those might actually be... Well, anything's better than what I have, which is nothing. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine. Hey, this has quick step. Dagger. It's not what I have. Standard small daggers. Small daggers lack power or reach, but can deal quick consecutive hits due to their lightweight, highly effective when used for critical hits, such as after parrying or attacking from behind. torch. You know, it could be useful in those areas where you can hardly see anything. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these. Buy the torch. Buy the dagger.
Ashen One, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death?
So let's go ahead and we'll equip the...
Ashen One, be sure.
Go ahead and equip the leather gauntlets. Gloves made of soft leather, common form protection. And we'll get rid of the broken straight sword. And right now we have a bandit's knife, +2. We have a dagger. Just comparing the stats on each one. So the requirement's a little bit higher on the bandit's knife than on the dagger. The bandit's knife has an additional effect. I'm not sure what that is, but it's an additional effect of 34. Dagger scales better with dexterity. It has class C, is class D. And the dagger also has a higher critical rate. Determines power of critical attacks such as backstabs and ripostes after parrying. Bleed affects strength. The higher this value, the quicker the bleeding will come into effect. We'll put a torch here. Looks like the bandit's knife is better. You know, maybe it doesn't do as much critical damage, but that bleed effect is very helpful. Oh yeah, wanted to see if somebody had a crossbow.
Ah, well met. How may... Ashen One, be sure.
Maybe Andre has a crossbow.
Ah, what is good to see. What needs Smith?
Yeah, he does not sell them.
Prithee, be careful.
Heavens, she was already dead. Heavens, she was already dead.
What in the world? I thought I could buy items from him.
Heavens, she was already dead. champion of...
Okay.
Be safe, champion of Ash. Heavens, she was already dead. Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich, for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep. And they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
And I guess we'll level.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
One more HP.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
And we're gonna push it forward. Checking the moveset. I suspect it was pretty much the same. But it's not. That was more of a thrust. I also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks with that. On the full stamina bar, whereas with this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same. Okay, I was thinking it was a little bit different. This is more slashing based, which is okay. What in the world? Guess he jumped out the window? I don't know how he got to me. not sure if I can avoid pulling the rest of these guys. But anyways, this is where I wanted to go. Foster's Bridge. Oh, he's got firebombs too, huh? Workers' trousers. I'm sure those are not all that great, but we'll check them out. Yeah, they're not that much better, but let's go ahead and look at the flavor tags. Trousers worn by inhabitants of the undead settlement. Naturally, the ceremonial significance of such work is long forgotten. Indeed, no one could continue to entertain such horrors. Tell me about it. Because I have no idea what these guys are doing. Looks like they're harvesting corpses or something. Switch to that other arrows. I don't remember. You know what? There probably is something. Well, it's pretty. If that's what he's talking about, it's pretty far away. I don't know if I want to. I wanted to kind of explore the inside of the building first. Give me a second here. I want to configure something. There we go. probably a little too much. Ambush ahead. Jeez, that guy was tough. He wasn't taking that much damage. Was that the ambush? Okay. That's cool. I like how you can have 2 quivers ready. And I know how to alternate between them now. Well, pretty much was an ambush, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy a good rating. No. The thing always does that. That freaking touch sensitive pad in the middle, it's touchy. Like I was wanting to give it a good rating. And end up rating it down. Look at a new shield. Check it out. And these strength 10 to use it. Caduceus Round Shield. Weighs a little bit less. Overall, the East-West Shield is just better. You know, it's just slightly better in the physical magic, fire, and lightning department. Dark 25, stability 39. I don't understand why you would need... It seems like it's designed to be like a slightly heavier shield and more cumbersome, so you would think you'd need more strength to wield the Caduceus Round Shield, but whatever, I'm not going to complain too much. Just also, it scales better with strength. Standard round wooden shield is decorated with the twin snakes, an ancient symbol of the Great Swamp. Wooden shields are light, manageable, and offer relatively high magic absorption. Skill parry. Repel an attack at the right time to follow up with a critical hit. Works while equipped in either hand. I'll tell you what. We're going to grab this ring that this guy alluded to. Ah, it's a freaking ambush. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the bonfire, get some more Estus, and then we'll come back and push forward a little bit. And I'll be right back in about a minute or two. Gotta go check on the laundry. Alright. We're gonna push forward. I feel like I'm always taking a step back, but we can do this. Ooh, nice Titanite shard. Might be able to upgrade my bandit's knife. And we're gonna take this path here. We're gonna try to see what this guy's implying. There's an item in this way that we can check out. Yep. It's not a ring. Plank sheet. Oh crap. I'm gonna take this guy out, man, because these, believe it or not, these darts are doing a lot of damage. Homeward Bone. Alright. Let's see. Maybe this is the ring this guy's talking about. Yeah, this is the guy that earlier on when I came out of the door down there, there was a guy shooting darts at me. That was him. That's kind of what I was thinking. Firebomb. Okay, I don't see the ring. Let's take a look at this plank shield real quick. I'm not going to use it because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that great. Makeshift shield cobbled together from wooden planks provides minimal protection and at the cost of moderate humiliation. Shield bash. Without lowering your guard, strike the enemy with the shield to knock them back or stagger them. Works while equipped in either hand. Well, I would love to rate that guy's message, but looks like it's not 100% true. So we'll go ahead and press on. I got a lot of choices. I could go that way, go across the bridge, go down there. Crazy, man. This. Dog down there. What in the heck is that? Where'd we go? Yeah, I don't really want to meet up with that guy. Not right now. Jeez. Titanite shard. No Estus. That's good. jumping required ahead? I think not. Well, okay. I see why they say that. Just to see if there's any items in any of these. What in the world? Only I had a hollow. And when you actually, I'm glad I got this because I needed it. It's like somebody's banging on a tin drum or something. Huh. Let there be pyromancy.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornyx, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, An encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
I really wasn't planning to build like a caster, but might as well.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornyx of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
Let there be pyromancy. That was a no, that was a good message. Applaud it. Hand axe. Let's take a look at that item. A crude hand axe that serves both as a weapon and as a tool of many uses, favored by pyromancers of the Great Swamp. This axe has a short range, but only moderate weight and reasonable damage. Easily wielded and more powerful than it appears. War cry. Let out a spirited war cry that temporarily boosts attack. And that should actually make it safe to backtrack across this bridge. Except for that guy. Alright. I'm not gonna waste my fireballs trying to hit him. Well, I don't even know if I can get back over there without dropping down. I can do that though. Dropping down's not the issue, as long as I don't fall to my death. And I don't fall over there with that big menacing guy with the cage and the axes. I think he spotted me. Soul of an unknown traveler. Ring ahead. You know, this is the second message I've gotten about a ring, and so far, they haven't come to anything. They haven't, there's been no lead, basically. But I'm starting to get confused now, relative to where I first came to the Undead Settlement, where I am. There actually was a ring here. A fire clutch ring. Increases fire attack but compromises damage absorption. Ring depicting a hand grasping a red stone. Increases fire attack but compromises damage absorption. An old fable in Londor claims that the lure of the clutch ring reaches out to the crestfallen who might otherwise be overcome by despair. And I can equip. Go ahead and equip it. But I don't really have a fire-based attack, so it's kind of useless. It's not something that's immediately needed, so I'll just give this guy a good rating. Nope. Crap. Jog ahead. Alright. You know what? I'm glad I looked up there. I don't know how to... I wonder. Let me get up there with a bow and arrow and try to shoot that thing down. Pretty deceptive, I'd say. Partisan. I'm sure this is some sort of spear. Spear with blade attached to a broad point, long reach, and can be used with the shield up. This weapon can utilize its blade for slicing attacks and is generally adaptable to many situations, but in cramped quarters it slices, ricochets off a wall. Spin sweep. Sweep foes in a large spinning motion, utilize momentum to transition to an overhead strong attack smash. Cool weapon. Not going to use it on this character though. I'm going to stick with the style of play that I chose in the beginning. Large soul of a desperate horse. think I hear one of those twinkling lizards. Nice parry. I really wasn't expecting to land that. I'm still trying to learn the moveset of these new enemies. Mob enemy ahead. That was actually a good warning, because that was a mob of rats. Read this message. Cestus. It's a fist weapon, I'm sure. Perseverance is its ability. A fist fighter's weapon made from thick straps of leather studded with iron rivets. When two-handed, cesti are equipped to each hand. Skill, Perseverance. Cross arms in front of the body to temporarily boost poise. Damage reduced while activated. Oh, crap. Blood bite ring. One of the bite rings native to Karim increases bleed resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. That's actually a pretty good ring. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that one. And I know some of these guys actually do induce a bleeding effect. Bonfire ahead. Maybe? Maybe. But let me finish clearing out this area. Yep. I hear another one of those twinkling lizards. Ah. There's an item over here, but how do you... I guess it run and jump? Yeah. A rusted coin. A simple makeshift torch made from an oily rag wrapped around the end of a stick. Torches such as these are the easiest way to illuminate one's surroundings, but their use comes at the cost of occupying a hand that would otherwise be free. It can be used as a rudimentary weapon to inflict fire damage. It possesses no skill, being an ordinary basic tool. A rusty coin. An old rusted copper coin. Crushing the coin boosts item discovery. Those who have lost their fortunes rely upon this superstitious practice, hoping to retrieve what was once theirs and more. Okay. approaching the hour and 25-minute mark, so we're going to explore for another 5 minutes, and then we're going to head back to the Firelink Shrine. But as I say, we've made some progress. We've opened, well, we have access now to 2 bonfires, and we've gathered a lot more new items. I don't know how many of the items I'm going to actually use, though, but treasure ahead. Well, you can see that, so I'll go ahead and... yeah, and also want to upgrade weapons. Upgrade weapons is a must. Worker gloves. Gloves worn by inhabitants of the undead settlement, official attire for the dissection and burial of undead. Naturally, the ceremonial significance of such work is long forgotten. Indeed, no one can continue to entertain such horrors. Whip. Nice. A leather whip that was never intended for use in combat. Of little use against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. Impact. Strike from the left to evade shields and deal a stinging blow that temporarily slows stamina recovery. The shackles of bondage lie deep in the hearts of all humankind. Treasure ahead. Soul of an unknown tribe. Did not mean to do that. Made up for it on the second guy's message. Man, I'm gonna run out of fire bombs in here. Not open from this side. Alright, let's pick up that item. Here. Large soul over deserted corpse. Believe it or not, we're gonna draw it down here. Yeah. Warrior of Sunlight. It's a covenant, I guess. An ancient talisman depicting a holy symbol bestowed upon the warriors of sunlight, equipped to pledge oneself to the warrior of sunlight company. Warriors of sunlight are brilliantly beaming cooperators who place their golden signatures to help those in need, for it is their duty to deliver a great conquest to their summoner. Obviously a nod to Solera Vistora, but we're going to move forward, and I'm hoping to get soon. I didn't really want to do that. You know what? I think I know where I am. I do know where I am. And we're not too far from a bonfire. Which is good news, because it's about time to head back. combat at Firelink Shrine. We're gonna use the souls in the inventory, and we're going to upgrade our weapons and see if we can level up. Let's upgrade our weapons first.
Ah, well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
My bandit's knife. And my dagger.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Seems like I remember there was a merchant in the game that was selling standard arrows, but I don't remember whether it was a merchant at Firelink Shrine or whether it was just a merchant that was in the hostile environment. You know, that's a nod to the first Dark Souls, but I don't remember what it does.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
And then we're gonna level up.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very
We're gonna
well.
put a point in strength so I can use
Then
that
touch the darkness within me.
round shield that I obtained. Put a point in strength. Vitality helps with equipment load. And poison resist. And put a point in endurance.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
And that's it, man. I was gonna talk to our friend here, but he's not here.
I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you. Well, what do you say?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the Thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell.
Here we go.
Grey rat of the thief until I ended up rotting in a cell. Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Be safe, champion.
All right, hour and 41. We're breaking our time limits here. So that's interesting that this NPC is missing. I don't know what happened. It seems like there was another NPC just kind of leaning up against one of these tombs earlier in the game, but whatever. He's not here now. Wait a second, there we go. You know what? There's a pyromancer. I guess it's him.
Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting the lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame. As promised, I will impart pyromancers to you. But first, you need a flame of your own. Careful you don't burn yourself with it. To learn pyromancies, you must vow to become my pupil. I know, but such is the way of the world. Respect your elders and so on. And pyromancy, of course, is no exception. Do not be gone for long. What is a teacher without a pupil?
So we're gonna call it here, and yeah, that's Dark Souls playthrough. Dark Souls playthrough number 4. Hopefully number 5, we're gonna move forward to the Undead Settlement, and we may even come across the next big bad. Until then, take it easy, enjoy the weekend, and stay safe.